Hello there, welcome to the Dey Be Podcast. My name is Danabna Grant. This is an educational, fun and relatable podcast that explores the highs and lows of students' life. This podcast is dedicated to you, the vibrant, dynamic, energetic student's life here in Ghana. A student's life is a multifaceted journey. It can be exciting, yet confusing and tiring all at once. The aim of this podcast is to offer insights, share stories, experiences, and experienced advice from students and professionals to help students navigate through the academic years and beyond. So whether you are seeking academic guidance, career advice, or you just want to stay updated on the latest in the educational space in Ghana, the Dey Be Podcast is the right source for everything related to education in Ghana. We are thrilled to be here, and we hope that with each episode you get more enthusiastic and invested in this podcast. You can support us by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, leave a comment, also share the link to your various social media platforms and spread the word. There are a number of questions that people are curious about, so I am going to answer some of these frequently asked questions. Question number 1. The podcast covers a wide range of topics relevant to the student's life, whether you are in tertiary or senior high school. So topics including academics, internships, mental health, academic pressure, relationships, travels, opportunities, all of these are discussed or will be discussed on the podcast. New episodes will be released weekly on the channel, but of course all is dependent on the reception of the podcast. But regardless, every week you're going to receive at least one video. In the interim, I am the host of this podcast, but subsequently we would have guests who would show up on the podcast for us to discuss. And yeah, we would have special hosts, special guest appearances, so be on the lookout for that. Absolutely, you can contribute to the conversation on this channel. All you need to do is to follow us on our various social media platforms. On Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn, it is Dey Be Podcast. We would open for you to share your questions, your topic ideas that you want us to discuss, and we'll definitely do that for you. So you can participate in the podcast by commenting, sharing your opinions in the comment section, but subsequently as well, we're going to allow for applications for you, our audience, to show up as guests. There's also going to be a segment where we read the listeners' feedback or the viewers' feedback, so be on the lookout for that as well. Absolutely, you can participate while watching. The podcast is currently available on YouTube. Eventually, we're going to expand to other platforms, so be on the lookout for that information. But in the interim, it's strictly on YouTube, and you can find snippets of it on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Occasionally, we're going to have special episodes that features graduation, inauguration, events on campus. So yeah, be expectant of such special series and episodes on this channel. The podcast is free to listen to. All you need is your Wi-Fi and your data, and also subscribe to the channel is what I'll say. But it's absolutely free to watch and listen to this podcast. The length of each episode is dependent. In the interim, between 5 to 10 minutes, but subsequently when we have guests and the discussion goes on and on and on, obviously the length is going to increase. So say 30 to 45 minutes maximum will be the length of each episode on this podcast. Previous episodes are available on the channel. We're not going to archive or delete them, and so you can go through the videos on this channel and dig out an old episode and watch. Thank you for clicking to watch and listen to this episode. This is the School Dey Be Podcast. My name is Danabna Grant. Do subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment and share. Also follow us and interact with us on our various social media platforms on Instagram, LinkedIn and TikTok. It is School Dey Be Podcast. Thank you for watching.